CJ, James said he expects to see a much different team tomorrow night than we've seen thus far. What are your expectations?
Yeah, the real season is starting now. We got a chance to come out and protect home court against a very good Utah Jazz team. So we're looking forward to the challenge. And I think obviously we'd love to have our fans there, but it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and try to get the season started off right.
Next questions come from Jamie Hudson with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, CJ. So we've been hearing how we've been mixing in new and old defensive principles. Just looking at the season overall, do you think those new changes are sustainable? And just what are your thoughts on them now that you've had those few practices to really focus on everything?
There's certain stuff that we'll do against certain opponents. I think you'll recognize it. And there's certain stuff that we'll do, depending on personnel who we're playing against. There's a lot of great players out there where you have to change up your defenses and be prepared to do certain things. And I think it was good to experiment a little bit in the preseason. Obviously, it's a shortened season. But, some of the stuff that we'll do tomorrow will be old. Some of it will be new.
Another question coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Hey, CJ, what kind of season are you expecting or hoping to get from Nurkic this year? After clearly missing him last year hurt a lot. You get him back this season. What are you expecting from him in terms of growth and improvement?
I think a lot of what we've seen in the bubble, him commanding, the ball on offense, defensively, having the presence, rebounding, blocking shots, being in the stands. Offensively, his passing ability, obviously, making the game easier. He could finish around the basket. He's just a really good, solid player for us. And we missed him last year, and he helped us immensely in the bubble. So I'm looking forward to having him for 72 and something.
Do we have any more questions for CJ? Aaron, go ahead.
What kind of a handful is Donovan Mitchell to deal with? And is it a fun challenge or a dread challenge?
It's definitely a fun challenge. Whenever you get to compete against, elite guards, elite players in general, it's a lot of fun. He's continued to evolve. He can score in a variety of ways. He's learning how to run his own team, get to the free throw line. He can shoot off the bounce, finish around the basket. So we're gonna have our hands full. We got to all guard him, got to all help and be aware of him. But not just him overall. They got another guy, Bogdanovich, is very good. Shoots the ball extremely well. Ingles is a heady player. Mike Conley is a guy who's been in the league for a long time. He's extremely talented. Rudy's arguably one of the best bigs in the league. So the list goes on and on. They got bench scoring. They got a good coach. So we're looking forward to the challenge. And there's no easy outs in the NBA, especially in the West. We're going to be playing the bulk load of our Western Conference games in the first half of the season. So we got to be ready to play.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
CJ, what are your overall expectations for your team in this season?
I think just to grow and compete. Quick season, quick turnaround, a lot of games and a lot of nights. I think we play essentially every other day starting in January. So not a lot of time to make adjustments. We're going to be learning on the fly. Certain cities we can't meet. So it's going to be a unique year that poses unique challenges, but everybody's going to go through it. So I think if we can stay healthy, avoid, testing positive, we'll be in a good situation.
Next question is coming from Manolo Rodriguez from TAB Deportes.
Good afternoon, CJ. Hope you had time to enjoy your nephew that was born during the bubble. What do you think should carry from the team's momentum from the bubble to this new season after you watching some of the games?
I think just the flow of our offense. Obviously, we played extremely well on offense and not so well on defense. So being able to kind of carry over a lot of the positive things that we've done. Obviously, we want to rebound better this season than we did in the bubble. And from a transition standpoint, continue to get back and close out. But I think it's going to be challenges. It's going to be challenges for every team as you adjust to playing in these situations, these arenas, as you adjust to some of the travel protocols that are in place. It's going to take time to adjust, but I'm looking forward to hopefully a healthy season where we go out there and compete every night.
Another one coming from Dwight James.
CJ, I'm curious, with the schedule being what it is this season, do you expect you and others to maybe get a little more rest along the way than you normally would with the season?
If we do what we're supposed to do, it would be nice. But I don't think we've had the luxury of that in previous years. You got to win games to get rest. And with 72 game season, it's more games in less time, and there's a larger emphasis on certain games. But strategically, if it makes sense from a body standpoint, if our health and performance department decides that's what's best, then so be it. But we also have to be in a position where we're winning games and not fighting for a playing game spot.
CJ, thank you. We'll wrap it there.
All right. Blessings.